News. Parts of I-95 in Volusia and Brevard County are closed in both directions right now after several crashes overnight near Edgewater.
We know at least 3 people have died and more than a dozen vehicles were involved. West 2's Bob Hazen is live near those crash sites. Bob, as the sun comes up and we're getting a better idea of what's going on, what are you seeing?
Yeah, like you said, the sun is up so we can actually see what's going on, and some of that smoke and fog has cleared out of at least this particular area where we are right now. So I want to show you what it looks like. You can see back here, that tractor trailer, there's actually a couple of tractor trailers right there where you see an investigator going around taking measurements and looking for more evidence about what happened here. But that is some of the vehicles right there that actually caught on fire and exploded this morning. And as we go down the line, you can see more of the vehicles that were involved in the crash out here. There were actually several crashes, at least 4, in this particular area on I-95 northbound. There's a car right there that actually got crushed from behind by a tractor trailer, and we're told one person did die in that car. A child in that car also had to be flown to the hospital, but we're told that child should be okay. Now, I want to show you some video of the conditions that were going on in this part of Volusia County. Edgewater along I-95 early this morning when this crash happened around 1:30. It was absolutely impossible to see more than a couple feet in front of you because there was an extremely dense smoke and fog in this isolated area. Now, there was also another crash on the northbound, the southbound side rather, of I-95, and in that crash 2 people were killed. That involved several tractor trailers as well as a couple of passenger vehicles. A person in one of those passenger vehicles, an SUV, was killed, and then the driver of a tractor trailer also died. And I want to show you the video that we got from the traffic camera early this morning when the fire actually broke out in these tractor trailers. It was a large fire with flames coming out of the top, and then at one point there was an explosion and more fire kind of shot out the sides of these vehicles. Again, what we're told from FHP is that the main contributing factor to what happened out here is likely that dense fog and smoke, and they believe it was coming from a controlled, prescribed burn that was happening in the area in Edgewater overnight. FHP usually is notified ahead of time that these prescribed burns are going on, but they say they did not have any advance notice from any agencies that was going to be happening overnight, so they did not have any troopers stationed out here looking and monitoring those situations and the conditions as they unfolded, so they didn't have any troopers blocking the road either. So that's something that they're investigating right now, is why they weren't notified about this, and of course that could have at least given some drivers some warning before they got into this area where we're told essentially as soon as you cross one specific point on I-95, all visibility just disappeared and no one could see. So again, just to recap as far as injuries and fatalities, I heard we're told 3 people were killed in these 2 separate areas along I-95 in both directions, and several people injured as well. We don't have a final tally on exactly how many people were hurt, but 15 cars at least were damaged. We're also told that the death count could go up as they go in and look in some of these vehicles that were absolutely crushed by the tractor trailers. So we're going to get more information about that as we move throughout the morning and try to get some more about the injuries as well that were suffered by the people involved in these crashes. Reporting live along I-95 in Volusia County, Bob Hazen, West 2 News.